What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning back in. My name's Josh Parker. All things real estate, buy, sell, invest, whatever it is that you want to know about, let me know down in the comments section below. But today's topic, we're going to talk about new home construction, what's going on with it in today's market, as well as why you should have a realtor there by your side representing you. Because it is very important. I'm going to tell you some horror stories that I have personally gone through with some of my own customers, and they are glad that they had me. So, let me know what you want to hear about, what you are interested in learning about, whether it's investing, buying, selling, whatever the case is. Leave it below. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, make sure to do it now so that you don't miss out on any further videos. So, new home construction, what is going on with it in today's market? Well, it is very different than it was 3 months ago. It is very, very different than it was a year ago. Now, a year ago, all builders, I won't say all, but 99.9% of them decided to go to a bidding system, which meant that they were in control. They made all the money. Prices went sky high, just as it did across the market. And look, I'm not going to bash on the builders because they're there to make money. They're a business, and at the end of the day, they need to make a profit, just like any company out there. So I'm not going to beat up on them. However, I am going to say that some of them get a little greedy and forget that they are serving you as a customer in a major life decision, and that is purchasing a house. So I wish that for that reason alone that they'd take some of the business aspect out of it and make it personable and enjoyable for you as a new homeowner, whether it's your first or 100th, doesn't matter. They should be looking out for you to a large extent, and unfortunately that's not the case, and it never really has been. Their sales folks are there to represent the builder and not necessarily your best interest. And look, I know a lot of them get along with a lot of them, have relationships with a lot of them, but at the end of the day, their job is to sell a house so that they have a job, so the builder has a house to build, and things keep moving. Now that is where bringing a realtor in is so critical, because your realtor is there to represent you and your best interest. We'll get into more of that later. But, so, a year ago, 3 months ago, couldn't find a house, waiting list everywhere, make an offer, bring us your best, and you hope that you won the offer. Let's go to today. Not so much the case anymore. Now, builders are dropping their prices. They are begging for customers to come and buy their homes. Why is that? Well, a couple different reasons. Market has shifted. Interest rates have gone up. People are scared of what's going to happen. They keep talking recession. Now, whether it's going to happen or not, we teeter-totter on that daily, so we'll leave that for another day. But when it comes to the housing market, things have cooled. We're sitting at almost 4 months of inventory, and so the market has shifted to a large extent to where it's not really a buyer's market, it's not really a seller's market, it's just sort of flatlined out in the middle, which is a good thing if you are a buyer or a seller. Now, when it comes to new homes today, I get emails daily from builders, and I'm watching them drop prices $50,000 to $100,000. They're offering $10,000, $15,000 in closing cost or rate buy downs. If you use their lender, they'll lock in rates at a lower rate or buy it down with some of the perks, if you will, that these builders are offering. So, what does that mean for you as a home buyer, or if you've already gotten under contract? Well, if you're already under contract, there are some things that if you have a realtor or if you want to put up that fight, you may be able to get them to come down or give you some of those benefits that they're now offering to attract new buyers. So, why it is important to have a realtor on your side. This is where I'm going to talk about some of the horror stories that I dealt with in the last year and a half with some of my buyers that bought new construction. One example, had a family that found a house that they loved, were relocating from one city into the north end of Austin, and about an hour and a half apart. And so found the house that they fell in love with, signed up, said, hey, we've got a house to sell. New house is supposed to be done towards the end of the year. Old house was on the market, was going to sell fast, but it was going to be a time crunch if it actually finished at the end of the year. So we get closer to the end of the year, and of course, we're under contract, trying to get it closed on the house that they were selling. New builder is starting to twist their arm, and one reason that they really pushed is we were using a outside lender, which you have every right to do, but they don't typically like dealing with that because it's not extra profit in their book, if you will. So they were pushing, and said basically, if you don't close on time, it's $1,000 a day. Not $100, $1,000 a day. So, builder has every right to do that if it's in their contract. However, builder didn't finish the house. So my clients we got the house sold, we got it done in record-setting time. It was a VA loan that the VA was able to push through quick as a favor, where it normally takes 35 to 45 days. It took them 28. So lender did an amazing job of getting us to the finish line in order for them to move into their house before the end of the year. Let's go to second week of January. Home is still not done. They now have all their belongings in a U-Haul that they've had to rent by the day. They're having to store the U-Haul, and they're having to stay in either a hotel or an Airbnb. And guess who didn't want to pay for any of that? Well, you guessed it, the builder. Builder wanted nothing to do with it. They had no problem threatening you as the buyer with all these fees and penalties, but when it's their mistake and they didn't get the house done when they said they were going to, they don't want to back it up. And I will tell you, we got some of it back, didn't get it all, and the builder was apologetic for the most part, but the fact that they didn't take the time to realize that this is already a stressful situation for you as a buyer, and you want to berate them and beat on them and make them feel threatened that if they don't perform, that you're going to charge them all this money. But when the shoe was on the other foot, they wanted grace. And so that's where having a realtor really helps, because guess what? I got on there with their VP of construction. I got on with everybody that I could get in front of and said, look, y'all are in the home building business. You're supposed to be representing your clients, your buyers, and y'all are making them feel like this is the least important thing in y'all's book. All you're worried about is getting that bonus at the end of the year. And so you made all these threats, and now y'all haven't performed. So at the end of the day, you really got to be mindful of what's going on. Have a realtor. It doesn't cost you a dime, whether you call me or any other realtor. Of course, I prefer you to call me, but it pays to have them on your side because they understand the contracts. They understand what to look out for. And when you have an opportunity that arises, and it does in new construction, There will always be issues that pop up. You need somebody on your side that understands and will speak out on your behalf to get things done. Like I said, I'm not going to bash builders because a lot of them are good. I know a lot of them personally. I've been in construction, so I understand the ins and outs of it. I understand the steps that it takes to get there. But like I said, at the end of the day, they are a business to make money. That's how they continue to build homes. So, hope this helps. Like I said, hit that subscribe button. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.